today's episode, we're going to be heading down to our lease in Lawrence County, Kentucky to do a little off-season prep work. If you're serious about deer hunting as we are, then you're always looking for every advantage possible.
That's why we choose Denver's Deer Sense.
Denver's is 100% fresh, straight from one deer to one bottle to you. So whether it's premium buck
or premium doe,
you can be guaranteed that you're going to get the best with DDS. If you manage hunting property like we do and you want to attract and grow larger deer, then you need to check out Rack Tracker Outdoors Minerals and Attractants today. RTO is designed to help your deer get the nutrition to grow larger and healthier. So don't waste any more time. Check out Rack Tracker Minerals and Attractants today. Well, in today's episode, we're doing something a little different. We're not going to be catching anything or harvesting anything on film. We're going to be doing some of our off-season prep work, and we just thought it would be a good idea to bring you along and show you some of the things that we do in the off-season that helps us be successful come deer season. Hey guys, Larry here. What we're doing today is we're going out to our lease property to do some summertime work. So I got to thinking, why not just bring you along for the ride? Maybe you'd enjoy it and pass along a few things that we've learned and stuff. So we've got the side-by-side loaded up, and what we're going to do is go out to the property and check camera cards, check our scrapes, our Denver's Deer Sense scrapes, and put some, freshen those up, and our Rack Tracker mineral sites and things. So just a few little, just a little bit of maintenance work and stuff, but we thought you might enjoy coming along. So Gamble's going to run the camera today, and I'll do a little talking, and we'll just bring you along for the ride. So we'll get loaded up here, and we'll head to Lawrence County, Kentucky. Well, we are loaded up and on the road now, heading to Lawrence County to our lease property, and one of the things I want to talk to you about on the way down there is scent control, and I'm a big stickler about scent control. I think that's important regardless of whether you're going to the stand to hunt or going to the property to check SD cards and stuff. So one of the things that I use is the Ozone Go from Scent Crusher, and it's a fantastic product. You just plug it in your car or your truck, and it does its little ozone magic, and it removes the scent and odors from your vehicle. So that's a great way to stay scent free while you're going and working, like I said, whether you're hunting or just going to work on your property and everything. So we never go without using our Ozone Go from Scent Crusher. So great product, and I highly recommend that you pick you one up. And even if you don't hunt, it's just great to get the odors and stuff out of your car. So we'll make sure that we're scent free today while we're out working. Our first stop of the day, now that we're down on the property, is we're going to check our Invite Extreme food plot that I put in, let's see, about a little over, around 3 weeks ago, I guess. I put it in, and then we've been on vacation and stuff, so haven't had a chance to check it. So this is the first time I've been back since we've had rain and everything. So we're hoping to see some good growth with it. So what we'll do is I need to put a trail camera on it and just check it out and see what it looks like. So we'll head right on over here and see what we got. So just come on with me. We'll walk on over. And there was a good sign of deer tracks running through here. from the looks of things, it looks pretty awesome to me. So, like I said, it's been around 3 weeks maybe. And if you'll pan the camera down here, you'll see we have clover coming in. And this mixture from Invite Extreme is, it's like 3 parts clover and then some ryegrass, I think it is now. But you can see right here, we're getting some good growth and it looks good. We'll ease over this way and let Gamble pan the camera up and just kind of show you from a higher view here. Okay, one of the things that we're going to do here, like I said, the food plot's starting to come in, pretty good. So we've actually, and like I said before, this is in a pretty good spot. We've got the food plot here, and we know that the deer, I've seen the evidence of them bedding up here, and there's water source down here, so it's a good location for them to cross. And right back over in here, she can pan the camera over, and it's growed up right now, but there's a good spot right in there that we'll fix for a ground blind. I'll come back in about the 1st of August with season coming in September and set up a ground blind in here to overlook this food plot area. And the last time I was here, I didn't have a camera with me, but I've got one today, so I'm going to set one up on this tree over here so we can start seeing some how the deer movement and stuff is in here. Of course, we've got to have our cameras up to check that, see what we got. So I'll get the camera set up over here, and then we'll just back out of here and let Mother Nature do the rest with the growth on the food plot. So. Well, we don't have the acreage to put in the large food plots, so we like to concentrate on these micro plots, is what we call them. And we just go in and we put some clover or sugar beets or something, and then set up a stand or a blind close to them and make use of the territory that we have. Okay, one of the other things that we're doing today, like I said before, is we are working on our Denver's deer scent scrapes. And we have a couple of mock scrapes that we've been working, but this one actually was an existing scrape from last year. And the way I like to do it is in the summertime, especially starting in June, I like to start working the outer edges and putting the scrapes and stuff up. Now this particular scrape, I put it in or started working it in February because this was when I picked up this property and I wanted to see how the Denvers would work on it. And they've been working this scrape since then. So now we're getting into more of the, I guess you could say the nitty gritty of getting your scrapes and stuff working. So what I like to do is I've got the scrape here and I've got a camera over here on it. But I like to find a stick or something that you can use a hoe or whatever works for you. It's just my particular preference. Try to find something out here in nature because I've got my rubber gloves on and I've usually got rubber boots or something on. Today I got my snake boots on since it's the middle of June and we're in snake country. But the first thing I'm going to do is kind of freshen up and scrape out the scrape. And they've been, like I said, they've been working this already, but I'm going to make it seem like one has come in here and scraped it up again. Okay, so I'll scrape it out like that. And I've got my Denver's Premium Buck. And through the summertime, I'll use the Premium Buck. And then, closer after we get into deer season, as we get towards October and stuff, then I'll start using the doe. But I'll put about 2 ounces of Premium Buck in here. Give or take, whatever it works there. Now, I've got my caterpillar that I've had over the scrape, so I'll soak it down again. dripping. Now, Denver's caterpillar works great. I can just wrap it around the vine, around the tree limb. Make sure it's worked on there good. And right over the scrape line, and there we go. That's it. So freshen that up, put about 2 ounces of premium buck in there, put some on the caterpillar scent wick up there, and it's all set for the next time. I'll grab this camera over here and we'll see what we've had the last 2 or 3 weeks. Well, Denver's deer sense has really been a game changer for us, and as you see here, we like to run it basically year round. We go in the early spring into summer, and we go work the mock scrapes or existing scrapes, and we just use the premium buck and the premium doe through the summer, and then as we get into deer season and get towards the rut, we transition into the estrus. So it's really been a game changer for us. Okay, now the next thing we're doing is checking and adding to a mineral site that I set up again about just not quite 3 weeks ago. I put this one in, and we have a tree stand set up over here, and about 20 yards or so from that we put this site in. And again, we'll pan down. You can see this is the first time I put it in. The deer have already been working it. There's tracks in it. You can see where they've been, just been tearing it up. And again, this is our Rack Tracker Outdoors Minerals. We like to use apple flavor. They have some other flavors and stuff, but we've always had good success with that, and have just always stuck with it. So basically, here it is. Here's what I've got. Rack Tracker Mineral Attractant. So I'm just going to add some more to this. I try to keep it, try to add some to it at least once a month, sometimes sooner, but it's a new site, so I'm trying to get it even more established and stuff. So right now I'm just going to freshen it up. Alright, that should be pretty good. Again, this is one of those things where everybody's going to do it. They're maybe a little different or what's worked for them. So I just like to fill this one back in, put it in there pretty good where it's a new site. And this particular spot is actually located in an intersection. Like I said, I got a muddy tree stand down this way, and then we've got an intersection where the deer come this way, up the hill, and from over my shoulder here. And this spot is actually not in the trail, but outside of the trail where they all come together. So I don't like to put it right in the deer trail and and mess up the way that they travel and stuff. So this is up out of the trail, but it's at a good intersection. And again, we've been using Rack Tracker for over 3 years now and had incredible success with it. And again, it's just one of those things that we know it works. And so we've got a new site. We've already seen evidence that this new spot's working. So, again, excited to see what comes about. And when I put this site in, I put a camera over here, so I'm going to pull that camera today, and so I should have some pretty good pictures of it as well. So. Well, Rack Tracker Minerals has been something that we've used for several years now, and we just go in, we find these locations and where we want to attract the deer and bring them to a certain particular spot, and we scrape out the ground, make a little spot, and just start putting the minerals out, and they really attract the deer. Okay, now we're at the opposite side of the property. The way the property runs is it goes up on the mountain in a holler on this side, and then as we come down to the main road, we also go up this direction, up this little holler here. And what we have on this side is, again, we have more, we have another scrape set up and a mineral site, and we have a big game tree stand set up in this holler. So we're going to head up in here, we're going to check the cameras there, freshen up that stuff, and then that'll be about it for the day. So, hey guys, we're on our way up to our tree stand, and we're coming up the holler that I told you about. And since the last time we were up here, we've had some pretty good storms, and as you can see, hopefully on the camera, Mother Nature did a number on this place. It looks like there's 2 or 3 big trees that have been uprooted since that last storm that we had. Probably, well, we haven't been up here, and like I said, in over a couple weeks, but probably the storm we had just the other day did this. And it's just amazing, what Mother Nature can do, and just the force, and you just got to respect her, because we got some massive trees. Like I said, it's just been blown over and took over other stuff, so things change all the time on you. Okay guys, we're at the second mineral site that I put in about a little over 2 weeks ago. And as you can see, they have hammered this spot. It has tore all to pieces. And to me, this is in an excellent spot, because we're in a little bit of a pinch point here down in this holler, where the trails come off of, there's 2 sets of trails that come down this way, one that comes back behind the stand back here, and then one that comes off the hill. So I put this site here, it's good and moist down here, and put it in these old dead it's part of these old dead trees and stuff here. So it's just it's a good place where they can get some moisture and everything, and some water down here. And like I said, they have hammered it, just tore it all to pieces. And so this particular spot, like I said, it's about 25 yards from this big game tree stand that Gamble's getting ready to show you over here. So like I said, 25, maybe 30 yards. I didn't have my rangefinder with me that day, but it's a perfect shot. And I've left some covering in here, so you just kind of have to pick and shoot through the treetops there. But I found that that's the best way to do that, is to leave some extra covering, because when you clear everything out, the deer get weary about coming through. So I've left a lot of the underbrush, and it may limit some of your shooting lanes, but like I said, the deer don't seem to spook as much and stuff, so that should help out. But what I'll do is I'll freshen this one up, and there's a camera hanging right back here, so obviously I should have some good pictures to pull. But get this spot freshened up here. Should give us freshen that up pretty good right there. So there you go. Just another one of the things that that you need to do if you want to be successful in when season comes in. So that'll take care of this site right here today. Well, stand placements are a key to what we want to accomplish. So as you've seen here with the muddy stand and the big game tree stand that I showed you, we go in and we put these rack tracker mineral sites within about 20 to 30 yards of a stand. That way we're bringing the deer where we want them to come for bow range. And then, like I said, with the Denver's deer scents, we start working the outer edges of the property with the community scrapes. And then as season comes in, we start pulling those scrapes and those mock scrapes closer to the stand to get the deer to get in closer for bow range. Okay guys, here's the last thing that we have today. Here's another scrape that we're going to freshen up with our premium buck. So same routine. I've got my gloves on. I'll find me a good stick to scrape it out with. They've been working this scrape here for a while, so we want to keep it going. Should do good right there. And this is down the holler from the stand that we just took you to earlier. So I'll work it down here for a while, and then I'll try to move it a little closer to the stand area as season gets closer. So again, a couple of ounces in here. So I'll just finish this bottle up. And again, I've got a caterpillar up here on the tree. And we'll wet it down. Good. There. And I'll just finish this up here. It's the end of it. I'll finish that bottle up here, premium buck. But the good thing is that I have an order already in the mail with some more premium buck coming. So I won't miss a beat fixing these up. So that'll take care of this scrape. Again, I got a camera right over here. We'll go over there and grab that camera, change that card out, and hopefully we should see some good pictures on that. Again, we're at the point now where we're seeing velvet bucks, and when I started this scrape, I actually had deer hitting it, but it was like I said, back in February when I first started this property, and so everything had dropped their horns. But now we're starting to see bucks, and so we'll see how the development is. But there you go. Scrape number 2 today is set and ready to go. There you have it, guys. That's our day's work for today. Nothing real glamorous, just your off-season work. We had to work on our Denver's scrapes and stuff, and then get our Rack Tracker mineral sites in. And of course, we checked our invite food plot, and it's coming along real good. And we got another camera set up there and stuff. So it's just one of those days that you got to get out and put it in the off-season. This is a show where we maybe didn't kill a big buck or anything like that, but this is how it gets started. Okay, you got to do these things, and then come this fall, then hopefully we start seeing things get harvested on camera. So hopefully some of this will help you, and that you'll learn a little bit from it. And like I said, everybody does things different. So it's not to say that this is the exact way that you do things, but this is ways that we found that works for us, products that we found that we believe in, that we've seen results in. So I encourage you to check them out and see what they can do for you, because I promise you, we've had results, and if you'll look at them, put them in, do the right things, you'll have results with them too. Okay, so we'll see you next time. Well, today's show is a little different. We didn't spend any time in the woods hunting or fishing, but we were out there doing some of our off-season prep work, and I just wanted to bring you along and show you some of the things that we've done that's successful for us. And like I said before, you've got to put in the work in the off-season if you want to have a successful deer season. So again, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Full Range Outdoors.